Oh my god, I have feet. I can stand now. It's a Christmas miracle. No, it's just a mic, and you know, I can actually get good sound quality without being too far away from the mic. So by being farther away, it leaves more room for the battle over here. Yeah, and you still get to see me just a little bit farther away. You know, it works out for everybody. Plus, I thought, you know, audio was the only place I could improve in, and I know I'm still not there in terms of how much I've been tinkering with it, but you know, it's a step in the right direction, and I'm always looking out for you guys. So here you go. Anyways, what's up? We got Friday's upload today going on. We have a match against ThePikaWu here. I think we had this about, I want to say like a week or two ago, something like that. I'm not 100%, but it was pretty cool. We decided UU, so we'll go ahead and we'll play that back right now. Okay, so as you can see, we're actually not bringing a lot of 5th gen. Like, this is 5th gen, but it's like mainly 4th gen stuff that's been shifting down in tiers on his behalf. Mine's a true 4th gen UU, assuming, you know, anything's gone up or down. At the time I made it, it was UU. Anyways, he's going to lead with a Star Raptor. I've seen him running a sub 1 at times, so I want to go for the U-turn scout out if it is it, because if it is, then I'll see lefties, or, you know, just generally just get scouting initiative in case he wants to switch like this. So he goes out to Registeel. I go out to Mesprit because I want to leave my specs on it. Ordinarily, I would use my specs, but having this thing, you know, being hindered on turn 2 is probably going to be of a greater benefit than me having the extra stage of special attack. So that's all good too. I don't really mind. And he ends up paralyzing me. I decide to stay in on the off chance he wants to paralyze something else and go for it again. I ended up going for the Ice Beam, predicting the Go Lurk switch, but yeah, that doesn't end up working out, so I do get the para, but he's gonna go ahead and sub, you know, go for his fucking, what am I trying to say here? He's fishing for the para hacks behind subs is what he's trying to do. And I end up pressuring him to the point where he wants to go for Shadow Punch now, get some damage, and I think that was a crit right there, that I take him out with a crit Ice Beam, but honestly it really didn't matter since he's at like half health, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's such a dramatic change between like when I'm looking at the camera and then down here. I'm still working on it. It's still very new to me. But in comes Star Raptor, decides to Brave Bird me, and I leave it in his fodder just to see what move. I actually don't even know his choice at this point. Now I do. When Ambipom comes in, I went for the Pursuit, expecting him to switch out, because I thought he was going to be, you know, Sub-Raptor, and maybe he didn't want to take a fake out, but nope, he Scarfed, and Ambipom just hits the fucking deck. And now that I know that he's Scarfed, I'm going to keep Registeel around for a very, very, very long time. That is going to be my my Star Raptor stopper, assuming he doesn't lock himself in on close combat. But knowing that he's not going to stay in Brave Bird, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Rocks on the switch as he goes to Shaman, go out to Sweller, predicting the Earth Power, so I can also get my, my Burn Orb going as well. He spent a lot of time thinking about this move. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if he went out to like grab a Klondike bar or something. I don't know what he was up to. But it took like 5 minutes in real time. And he ends up going for the Synthesis, and the crit on the Pursuit didn't matter, especially because he just recovered it all off. And then he goes into Registeel, which is like, alright. I don't really get why you spent so much time thinking about that Shaman move, or I don't know. He didn't tell me where he went. He just disappeared for like 5 minutes. I was like, what? Okay. And in comes Registeel again. Yeah, he sets up the Rocks here, and knowing that I have Hypnosis now, he's gonna stay in because he wants this thing to be sleep fodder. Since it's choice specs and he has no ways of leaving those specs on anything else, he's gonna keep going for the Stealth Rock and expecting me to put him to sleep. And as much as I want to set up to +6, I know Shaman is still around, so I'm very hesitant to do that. I do want to set up a little bit, though. I probably could have gotten one more, I don't know, but giving him the sleep right there is something I shouldn't have done. I should have just set up a little bit more while he was in there and, you know, waiting for me to put him to sleep. But in comes the Shaman again as I go for the Break on the switch, and he's going to end up going for the Synthesis, you know, expecting me to switch out. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I know you already did that once. I'm not going to do that again. So I go for the Break yet again, you know, stay on the offensive and, you know, try to convince him to, quote unquote, come at me, bro. As I go into Registeel and he goes for the Seed Flare. So I ended up picking the right turn to switch out. I didn't think he was going to play that Synthesis game for too long since he only has 8 PP on it anyways. And it turns out he's Life Orb. I think that's the first attack he's actually landed on me. So his item is revealed. I don't know if he was running Expert Belt or anything of the sort. But Goes for the synthesis, gets some of that health back. I think I do end up going for the just the seismic toss, get some damage on it. And if I'm not mistaken, I go for the T-wave on the next turn to either paralyze this or anything else that wants to come in. But he switches out, ends up going to hit him on top. Yeah, I've already got my rock set up. I don't even know why I question that. But seeing the Intimidate, I'm leaning that he might be more of a defensive set. And that's what he lets on since he has Intimidate, so I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm not really going to worry about it, he's just going to rapid spin anyway. But I do have a Spirit Tomb, so I try to go to that, you know, to spin block, just what ghosts do, you know how it goes. And yeah, you're going to see that he... I don't even know, like, I saw this and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It was weird. And yeah, there's Foresight, like... Okay, like, I'm not calling it, like, bad or anything, it's just unconventional as fuck, you know? So... in comes Polyrath again, and now that he's foresighted my ghost, he's free to hit anything with a stab close combat, or to just rapid spin away the rocks if he does have rapid spin. But he does hit me with a close combat, and you know, with Lefty's recovery, I was thinking that maybe I could live another one. I was like, alright, I feel kind of safe, and he does have the -1 defense, I can probably fish for it. But yeah, it looks like I either miscalculated or he must have gotten min on that last one or max on this one, I have no idea. Maybe I'm just doing my mental math wrong at the moment, but in that moment, I thought I could take it, and I don't. But he's now -2, it's no big deal, I did have the Swallow anyways, just means that my Polyrath would have still been alive, probably would have been switch fodder for later, so I'm not really sweating it. Facade on a -2 hit on top is going to be more than plenty to take it out. I don't want the recoil from Bravebird, so might as well. I'm really glad I got rocks up, because now freaking Staraptor is going to be hindered every time it comes in. It's not going to be the most potent of revenge killers. Especially as I switch in Spirit Tomb, mainly just to get damage, mainly just to get recoil on it. I think I'm running, that might be a substantial amount of HP, might be max. I don't know what Spirit Tomb's max is. But the point is, by doing that much damage to me, he does a lot to himself, and now that he's locked in on Bravebird and he's in the red, it means he'll die from a rock switch in. So that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to get him into this rock in a hard place situation, pun somewhat intended, I guess. I don't know, that was, whatever. Anyways, he stays in knowing that he's not gonna live that, as a matter of fact, and I did, what did I do? I ended up going for the T-Wave here, knowing that, it would have taken out a switch in regardless, and, what was my thought process here? So, it would have paralyzed anything coming in regardless, and if he stayed in, then I would have just Seismic tossed it on the next turn, so it really didn't make that big of a difference to me. And if Shaman came in, like, Natural Cure and all that, so, whatever. Anyways, Shaman comes in now, got a little extra turn of lefties going on there, and he goes for the HP Fire instead of the Earth Power, which I found a little bit weird because Earth Power has the 30 extra base power, and as you're gonna see, like, I guess, maybe in a little bit, that that move is probably, you know, a big error on his behalf. But I do end up paralyzing this, gonna go for the Seismic Toss. And we're both playing really good, like, it's relatively hacks-free up until this moment. And it's that moment in the match that, you know, your momentum starts to slip and then the other person's, you know, just goes at it. Like, that's what it was for him, because he wasn't able to synthesis on that turn. And if he switched out and switched back in, he would have died from rocks. So, you know, to try to get the paralysis off, I left him in yet another a sticky situation there. So in comes Suicune. His last one is dead weight since it is asleep, and choice specs as well. So if he's going to do anything, he has to start setting up now, knowing that I cannot hit him barring with anything but Seismic Toss. So I go for the T-Wave, just in case, you know, as a safety net, if Registeel can't take it out with Seismic Tosses, then maybe I can fish for some pair hacks on something else, and or on a different turn is what I meant to say. And yeah, we're gonna go for the Seismic Tosses. He goes for the Hydro Pump and unfortunately misses, and you're gonna see after one Calm Mind that Hydro Pump does a metric fuck ton. Like that miss hurts. But the Seismic Toss here is gonna ensure that anything that comes in after this point is going to be able to kill more or less at that range. It'll probably take a little bit more to chip away at it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep tossing. As you can see, the Hydro Pump did, like, what is that, 140? So solid 2-hit KO for sure. Rather unfortunate, but hey. Anyways, he misses this one again, and I do still have Swallow, which isn't really that big a deal. But I'm just gonna keep. I don't know. I sped this part up because I just throw the fuck out of everything. So I'm a Registeel. I paralyze stuff. I set up rocks. I throw stuff. Because, I don't know, I'm a Reggie Steele. Not much to say. Anyways, I sped that a little bit up because it was kind of pointless, but that's the end of the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. I found it rather enjoyable up until the point with the paralysis on Shaman. I honestly thought it was anybody's game at that point. We had to play really carefully around each other because he has a rather adaptive play style, but I tend to kind of, I guess, a little bit as well. And yeah, it was really interesting to see how that worked out. But that's going to do it for Friday's upload. Let me know if you guys like the mic quality. I'm still doing a lot of fucking around with it. I didn't really have the chance to go in depth with it as much as I would have liked to last night. But yeah, that'll do it. I'm terrible at conclusions. You guys know this. Featured video, all that shit should be streaming tonight as well. Planning on making a new streaming video. Just got an idea for something in my head. I'll see how that goes. And yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. This is Friday. I'll see you Monday. Peace.